Okay, so here we are. We have the 8 drafters. We have the Chaos Cube. 1,734 cards. No small amount of time was spent getting this thing together. I'm ready. All right, but here we go. Whew. So we get to start things off with a pretty strong one, I think. A couple rares in this pack, actually a few. This card is pretty good, but it's also pretty expensive, whereas this card I think is like basically a bomb or pretty close. This is another really strong one. If this were a conventional cube, I think this card could be the pick relatively easily. But because this is a Chaos Cube, not expecting to see a ton of synergy for it. There's also just Exclude, which is excellent, and Twisted A-Bomb, which I like quite a bit. But let's start things off with the Dinrova. Hey Joe, good to see you. I do like Dinrova. I think it's a very good card. I don't like starting things off with a gold card, and without the blink support, I'm just gonna lean into this Memory Deluge here. It's like a better FOF, right? So hard to say no to that one. But good to see you though, Joe. It's been a while since I've caught you on my stream. I guess normally my hours are pretty different from this. Like I'm gonna be pretty tired probably by the end of this one. but I am excited. And yeah, let's pull up our cheat sheet here of cards that are broken. So there aren't too many broken black cards, in my opinion. Like the Strike Leader is quite a snowball card, and the Opportunist is very good too. But we're really just looking at some blue bombs. Okay, interesting. All right, so we have a couple very powerful colorless cards, Pith Driller and Porcelain Legionnaire. Legionnaire is a great aggressive card. Yes, Warhammer is in the cube. Which it probably shouldn't be, but it is for now. I really like Dragonfire. I think it's very good. Yeah, it is OP. I like the colorless cards quite a bit too. Usher is also really nice. Sunpetal Grove is pretty good. Question is basically like, would I take... yeah, that would have been fun, you're right. Would I take this like good removal spell over card that makes my deck no matter what? I mean, the 2-mana 3/1 first strike is very good. But I also don't think I'll ever be short on playables in this cube. I still think Dragonfire's good enough. I mean, the Pith Driller's a little bit slow. There's also a chance it wheels. People don't respect cards like that enough. And the Legionnaire is very good, but I'll take the Dragonfire this time. All right. So now what? This pack is not looking super strong. There's like a Gutter Bones, which is okay. But there's really nothing I'm excited about. I think Open the Graves is unplayable. It's on that list of cards for me. Angel of Renewal. It's another life gain card, but even if we were doing that, we probably wouldn't want that many 6-drops, right? Yeah, I don't know. This pack is just really underwhelming. Pretty far away from Dawnheart Wardens. And I guess it's maybe just a Gutter Bones. Just not in love with anything going on here, really. Lunarch Mantle, Destructive Tampering, Spreading Insurrection. None of these cards are ones I'm excited about. I guess the Floodhound is good, but it's pretty slow. The 1/2 body also doesn't seem very relevant, so... Oh, somebody left, and they're back, I guess? I guess we're taking this Gutter Bones. Kind of regretting not taking the Porcelain Legionnaire, but we'll see what happens here. Ooh, now we have this Auric Lore Mage, which is nice with the Gutter Bones, but we also have Murmuring Mystic, which is a very powerful card. And we do have 2 spells already, so it's going to be tough for me to pass that Murmuring Mystic. The Lore Mage, I think, does have some really cool build-around potential. Otherwise, I guess Pyre Wild Shaman is another card that combos with that Lore Mage. So is the Electric Revelation, actually. So it does look like it has a lot of synergy, but I also just think Mystic is a very good card. It's one of the better blue cards in my Peasant Cube. And like I said, we already have a couple spells, so we are incentivized to try to do this, I think. And I do think blue has the highest number of busted cards in this format, so. Not sure blue is open, but we'll see. Definitely an argument for the Lore Mage. Could go into a similar kind of deck as the Mystic or the Gutterbones even. Oh man, Elite Scale Guard. That card is busted. There's a Sigiled Starfish, which is good, but it's not. I mean, this Scale Guard's like broken. But we're also like very far away from a deck that would want to do that. Like if we took the Porcelain Legionnaire and then maybe the Gutterbones and then like Lore Mage, then we could take Scale Guard, and Lore Mage Scale Guard is even like kind of neat because you can put counters on the Lore Mage. Scale Guard is a much better card. Should probably take it. Like, even if I don't end up playing it, it's a reasonable hate draft. I like playing white in Chaos a lot more than most people do. Even though this isn't exactly Chaos, you're not going to find any like really weak cards here. Yeah, I'll try to stay open. I'll take the Scale Guard, but Starfish would definitely be good in this deck. The Gearcrafter would be nice too. It's another solid creature for sure, but I think Scale Guard is just the best card in the pack, and that it's going to be good enough for me to take it there. Ooh, interesting. So now we have a Knight of Cliffhaven, if this is the way we want to go. There's also a Challenger Troll, which is very strong. It's looking like red is not open, so not much for that Scorching Dragonfire. Not seeing much blue either. So yeah, it is kind of feeling like we are going to have to pivot off what we started on, or at least so far. We do have a Skeleton Warrior here for the Raider Spoils, but I don't think there's going to be enough support for this card. It seems pretty weak to me. Whereas the Knight of Cliffhaven is a really nice aggressive card. I mean, the Challenger Troll is the best card in this pack, right? But I don't know if I can afford to go into a 5th color here. Yeah, I think I want the Knight. Just try this. Runaway Together is a pretty reasonable card, but it's not one I'm excited about. Okay, there's a Sunrise Cavalier if we wanted to try to worm our way into Boros. But it might make more sense to... Oh man, some good green cards in this pack, jeez. The Howling Giant is very strong, the Beastmaster Ascension's probably pretty good. Forbidding Spirit is a good card for curve. I don't think I'm... Yeah... Maybe I get like a last pick Sunrise Cavalier, but that seems very difficult. And there just hasn't been very much red. I guess I'm supposed to probably play green-white based on what I've seen. But what card am I going to be happy with here no matter what? Or at least closest to that. The Forbidding Spirit is just a fine 3-drop. The Combat Professor is a pretty good 4. But I already have a couple 4-mana cards. I think maybe I should just make a pick for curve here and take this Spirit, even though I don't love it. If I wheel something from this pack, I could be pretty happy. Okay, well. Yeah, I'm not really too sure. I guess now I could take the Banneret, which is fine. There's also Gingerbrute, but I don't think that is a very strong card here. Good Fortune Unicorn is, I mean, it's okay, but I don't necessarily play white here. I guess maybe I just take this Juggernaut. It's like a reasonable body and rate. I mean, I could take the Banneret. Boros might be open here. Like, red is not very open, I don't think. But it's either that or I try to go into green. The green does seem pretty open, though. But there's also no good green here. Yeah, I'll take the Banneret. I already have a bunch of 4-mana cards. I think they're going to be replaceable even if I don't end up playing blue, so... Okay, nice. So now we can get a Stormblood Berserker, a Fresh-Faced Recruit. There's also a Vault Breaker and a Fearless Pup. But basically I do think I'm in the right colors here based on what's wheeling. Makes me a little bit sad. And of course we'd be better if we had the Legionnaire. This deck would be great with a Legionnaire. I think we need to take the Fresh Face here. We're not locked into red necessarily, so it's nice taking a card that leaves me somewhat open. And the Stormblood Berserker, while it is very strong, it's only good if you can turn it on. The Vault Breaker is, it's decent, but yeah, I think I just have to take this thing. Just like have to play this aggressive white deck, and we'll see if we, well, Usher of the Fallen wheeling is an excellent sign for us. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. Like, we made a few picks in different directions at the start of the draft here, but the Elite Scale Guard has really forced our hand into an aggressive deck, and I think that's, I mean, it seems like it has to be paying off for us here. Wow, okay. This is a good pack. It was a horrible pack the first time around, but now that we're in this white aggressive deck, it's a pretty good one. I think I should probably take Healer's Hawk. It's another cheap card that's going to make the deck better. If I can bolster onto it, then that's pretty good. The Dawnheart Wardens is a very strong card, but I'm trying to avoid green if possible. I just like didn't want to be too all over the place here in pack 1. It's also good if you can Mentor onto it. Speaking of, Mentor and Scale Guard is a pretty nice one. I don't think I'm looking for a 6-drop here. Lunarch Mantle is fine, but I think the Hawk is pretty clearly the choice. Nice. Now we get a Loyal Gryff. Oh, but there's also a Mutagenic Growth, and we'd be happy with either of those cards. I think the Knight of Old Benalia is pretty bad, but I think the Gryff is pretty good. We're lacking some cheap creatures. It's evasive. It can work as a combat trick, and the flash is nice. I do like the Mutagenic Growth a lot. It's not really a replaceable effect. We're missing ETBs for the Gryff to be very good. I guess this has an ETB, but we're really not doing that realistically. I guess the Spirit does too, but that's not the most relevant one. Could just take the Mutagenic Growth, but I think the Gryff is going to be good for us here. Wow, we get a Clifftop Retreat, which is going to be great if we do end up playing Boros, and it seems like we will. Okay, Angelic Page. There's also a Goblin Glory Chaser. I think this card is still solid. Pretty annoying, probably. And the Glory Chaser, you really need a way to get through for damage with that, I think. Okay, so I think our start is pretty reasonable. I think we need to be in white and possibly should be in green, but green doesn't lend itself to such a low to the ground aggressive deck the same way white does. Oh, nice. Now we get a Piana. It's going to be a really good card for us. Otherwise, Soulscar Mage is fine. Nothing too special. Tarfire is reasonable too. But yeah, Piana is really what we're looking for here. And without other white cards that we're really interested in, I think that, or that anyone could be interested in, I think that I'm pretty happy about that. So yeah, possibly some picks I would have done differently with hindsight, but there's really a huge incentive to play blue here with two very strong blue cards, and just knowing the texture of the cube is going to favor blue a little bit, at least at the high end. But blue really didn't seem open. I would be pretty surprised if turn 2 Stormcrow is not in blue. This is an interesting one. This pack is pretty bad for me, which is super rough. Actually, this pack is kind of horrible for me, and really, really good for a blue player. Watcher is a very good card. Stratus Dancer is quite nice. Scour is pretty good. There's like nothing really here for red in the Voldaren Duelist. Day Squad Marshal is good, but it's not great. Vault Scourge is a card I can take and play no matter what. But I think I might take like a Watcher here, see if I can't worm my way back into blue. Because what else am I really getting from this pack? Like I could get a Vault Scourge that I would play no matter what. I already have a Healer's Hawk, which is just about the same thing. There's the Day Squad, which is good. Does improve my deck. It's even good with the Loyal Gryph. I could just cut white. The blue cards don't really go with this strategy. Maybe I just take this very early Day Squad Marshal. It feels pretty bad, but it's like 100% to make my deck. Okay. Interesting. Well, this is a very good blue card, but it is double blue. This is a weird Magic card. There's also a Morbid Opportunist here. Wow. Okay, well that's one of the cards that I think is too good for the cube. We do have a Gutter Bones. We could try to move into black. We don't really have removal though, which is pretty big barrier there. Though there's not any red here. We didn't see any red last pick either, really. We could take Sky Skiff as a card that's fine. There's also Piercing Rays, which is removal, but it doesn't work with the Opportunist. But I think the Opportunist is busted. I do think the Opportunist is busted. I don't like this pack enough. There's a decent chance Sky Skiff wheels, or maybe even Piercing Rays. And I think I just can't pass this Opportunist. I already have a black card that works well with it in the Gutter Bones, so. Especially because red does not seem open this direction, just these first couple packs, so. We'll just see, we'll see what happens here. Okay, Hordling Outburst, Revenant Patriarch. There's a Jotun Owl Keeper, which is pretty good. This is a very blue pack. I do like this Owl Keeper a good amount. Works fairly well with the Opportunist. The Patriarch is not a very good card, I don't think. Panharmonicon is pretty silly, of course, but potentially pretty good. Hordling Outburst could be pretty nice here, but it's also not great for the mana. Maybe it's still a better choice than the Owl Keeper. Works really well with the Piana. I don't know if there's anything else it's really great with. We already have 2 double white 3-drops. Maybe the Owl Keeper is just a better choice. I think I will go with this one here. Like, if you pay 0 times, you still get a 1/1 flyer. Oh, Marshal's Anthem. But also 2 Boros cards and Inner Struggle, which is a good removal spell. Well, from your graveyard to the battlefield. So 4 mana you get an Anthem, 6 mana you get Anthem plus Reanimate, and then 8 mana it's just like busted. Yeah, I mean, this seems really good. Works well with everything we're doing. There's a non-zero chance we wheel one of the Boros cards. The Vanguard could be really nice for us. Inner Struggle is a good one too, but I think I need to take this Anthem. I think it's going to be really nice. Maybe I'm just supposed to take the Inner Struggle. But the Anthem just seems so good to me. The only weird thing about this card is we don't really want to hit 6 lands. I think it's still too much better than Inner Struggle. I don't know. We also, I mean, we have outs not to play red still. Like, we could pretty easily play either color combination here. I don't want to play mono white if I have a choice. I guess there's fixing in the pack as well, but we're not really interested in that. Yeah, I think this deck is good. I think I'm in the right seat. I have a chance of wheeling one of the red cards. Red should be more open again in pack 3. At least I think so. And like, there's like no way I don't get one of these back right. The problem is this is double red. And this is like a nice 2-drop that like works well with the Anthem and the other stuff in my deck. So definitely want one more than the other. Okay, Faith's Fetters, which I now have to take. Oh, but there's also Kythian's Irregulars, which is not a card I've played with, but it seems quite nice. Okay, I have to ignore the land. It's between one of these 4-mana white cards. Or the pick is one of the 4-mana white cards. It is between the two of them. Faith's Fetters is a nice way of shutting down anything. But I'm also set up to maybe be a deck that can pay quad white. Like I might just be able to tap multiple things down with this guy, which could be super good for me. Also, it can gain a counter, which there's some value with the Elite Scale Guard, so I don't know. I don't think there are too many Planeswalkers or anything to worry about with the Faith's Fetters. I'm going to give this Kythian's Irregulars a shot. Never played with it before. I've played Faith's Fetters many times, so. Okay, well, more expensive white cards continue here. I think this time I have to take the Daring Skyjack. We are a little bit low on 2s. This is a pretty good one. It works well with the kind of deck we're trying to play. Krenko's Command could be pretty good here too, but frankly, like we might just end up mono white here, which not something I expected to happen, but just not really seeing the reasons to play other colors. The Rocks Veteran would be really good too, but we've already got a bunch of 4s that we're happy with, so I think it just has to be a Skyjack here for me. Yeah, this is an interesting deck. Kind of hope we wheel the Vault Scourge. Could end up with something pretty strong here. Ooh, nice. We get 2 pretty powerful effects here for our mono white question mark deck. So Hyena Umbra and Apostle's Blessing. The Umbra is going to be good at giving things attacks and making sure they live through a lot of removal, but any exile removal will still answer them. The Blessing, I think I need this Hyena Umbra though. I think I want to be proactive. If I get punished for it, then that feels pretty bad, but the First Strike seems pretty relevant on most of my cards. Like it's not great on the like Fresh Faced, which kind of has it anyway, but I think that has to be the right choice for me. Now there's this pack. Okay, well, I don't know if 5-color is really supported in this cube, but Glinting Creeper is pretty darn good, even if you're just like 2 colors splashing something. I think Iron Bully is like, well, it's not horrible, right, because it's good with the Scale Guard, but it is kind of horrible. Still, I could be pretty short on playables if I end up mono white. I have like 0 incentive to take a green card, so that would leave me with Fling or Rotfeaster Maggot. The Maggot doesn't fit the game plan, and I think my creatures are too small for Fling, so guess it's an Iron Bully deck. Okay, we did get the Vault Scourge. These 2-drops are very good, the Boot Nipper and the Putrid Goblin, but I think I need this for curve. Just another Healer's Hawk. It's like pretty important for what I'm trying to do. This is a very strange seat. Like this card really pulled me into this like mono white nonsense. Okay, this card is a bomb, so I'm just gonna take it even if it's never making my deck. I think the Scrapling is not a very good card. I don't want it to make my deck. This would be an interesting card maybe if we were playing like Morbid Opportunist, but This commander is just like nuts, right? So let's get that out of there. Okay, so now I can take, I guess, the card that I think is the most powerful. I don't think any of these cards really do anything though. Like, this card is not very good. If this thing could block, it would be like fine. Somebody wants to play deck with like sketchy mana and like 3-color stuff. Yeah, I guess I'm just taking the Stream of Unconsciousness. I don't know how many wizards there are, so it's like reasonable for me to imagine that someone could get there. Whereas, like, I mean, obviously the kind of Doomblade effect here is a more powerful thing to be doing, at least in general, but the 3 different colors of mana, I don't know about that. So I'm just going to try to punish people. Oh man, we wield both Boros cards and All That Glitters. But I don't really know if I'm in All That Glitters deck. So it's +1/+1 on its own. It's extra with Hyena Umbra, Vault Scourge, Iron Bully. That's pretty much it. I think I should probably take this Vanguard. All That Glitters could be a lot of damage. It could be pretty good for me. But on the off chance that I am playing red, I think, oh, someone left and came back. So yeah, let's just take this. I have very little respect for the Lava Runner in a format like this, so let's take the Minotaurs. Oh, and we got, whoops, accidentally cut 2 cards there. And we get a last pick, Sidar Jabari. All right. Well, another interesting pack here for sure. A couple 3-color cards from Khans of Tarkir, which are very strong, but going to be really difficult to draft. We have a really nice 2-drop in Knight of Meadowgrain if we want to stick to our mono-white plan. Otherwise, there are some pretty strong red cards in Light Up the Stage and Angrath, Captain of Chaos. Does seem kind of off theme not to draft Angrath. I don't think the red cards will wheel. Just like don't know if I'm supposed to play red here. Like I have 1 dual land, which is a good incentive. I think it's probably just not open enough, and this 2-drop is going to be really good for me regardless. Let's just take the Knight. Does make me sad though. If the Light Up the Stage wheels, which it really shouldn't, like, should be like this stupid Fervent Cathar that comes back, we can consider that. But I think this is actually a pretty bad pack. I don't think most people are going to want Ratchet Bomb, the 3-colored cards, Duress, Fervent Cathar. Even Terrarion's not very good. There is an Overrun in the pack. That's a pretty strong one, but it's like obviously not on the table for us. This card makes me upset. I'll cut that for now. Ooh, there's a Vampire Nighthawk and a Mortify. Well, is it too late to play black? The Nighthawk, I think, is probably off the table, but we could play Gutterbones, Morbid Opportunist, Mortify. Ethereal Armor, I don't love. Galvanic Juggernaut is quite good, but we're not very good at untapping it here. So I guess I will take this. I'll try to see if I can worm my way back into black. I mean, the Nighthawk is obviously very good too, but I don't think I can afford that. Just kind of sucks because I have no fixing for black, and I'm trying to play like a black 1-drop potentially. But their Opportunist is like really that good. Like, I might not even play the Gutterbones. I might just not need it. And the Mortify is really good too. Like, I don't have that much interaction right now. So a little bit of waffling even in pack 3 here, but okay. Well, that's the wrong dual land, but it is another removal spell, so maybe we take it anyway. There's the Volt Charge, which is funny because, you know, we briefly tried to do some counter stuff, but I don't think we have enough for that. I guess, yeah, Proliferate and Age counter is not really what you want to be doing, unless you can't pay for it anyway. Kami of Ancient Law should wheel. I do think Mire's Grasp is a good removal spell. It's like not unreasonable still to try to worm my way in here to Orzhov at this point, but passing more Boros Fixing feels pretty bad. Like, but my Boros cards just aren't great. I don't know. I think I'll take the Mire's Grasp, but now we have this pack. This is a pretty weak pack. I mean, the red cards aren't very good. I guess Fire is Gachandra's Pyrohelix, and that's pretty reasonable, but just take a Violet Pall here. It is 5 mana, which is pretty expensive, but I mean, Rabble Rouser I think is quite bad. Not playing Curd Ape ever, Dual Shot and Cartouche are not super appealing. Yeah, so I guess I'm really just passing a Fire for a Violet Pall, which maybe is worth it. We'll see. The good thing about taking these black removal spells is the Opportunist gets much better if I can actually use it, right? If I just have like white removal, stuff that like taps blockers and stuff of that sort, then it isn't going to work nearly as well. Okay, a Cairn Wanderer, a Wicked Guardian. Oh, there's a Cathartic Pyre though. Really unclear what I'm supposed to be doing. I didn't see any removal spells in red nearly this late in pack 1, I don't think. The Dragonfire was like the first few picks. Journey I don't think is very good. So this is really good if I just have like something with flying in my graveyard, or at least it's pretty good if that's the case. I guess it's not super likely. I don't have too many keywords on my cards here. It's good with like Healer's Hawk. Maybe it's still good enough. I kind of want to try it. I think it's too late to keep waffling into red. I also don't think Sky Knight Vanguard and Banneret are strong enough to warrant that. So let's, I mean, I could take the Wicked Guardian, but I don't know. I guess I do have a couple X3s. Actually, no, I do have a few X3s, but the Wicked Guardian probably just isn't good enough. Oh, now. Okay, now we get a very nice one. I mean, the Night Runner would be very good too. So would these packs are just like stacked, but not with white cards, which really doesn't make any sense. Like white has been very, very like closed off this pack. But the Devotee is really good. Problem is I could maybe like take a Night Runner and wheel a Rip Apart. The good news is it felt like green was super open in pack 1, and now it feels like red is super open. But I think it's too late. If this were pack 2, I think I could probably change it. Devotee is a very good card though, so I'm not too concerned. It's just a bummer because I feel like I'm going to wheel a good red card from this pack. We'll see. And I like my deck a decent amount, but always want to be in the right colors, of course, even if there are like no signals. And in a format like this, there really are not going to be any signals. Okay, Gustwalker is perfect. Ignoring mediocre red cards. The Ward-Eye Witch would be fine. But yeah, I mean, this is just like a slam dunk Gustwalker. This is the exact kind of card we're looking for. Don't know why white has been so closed off this direction, but oh wow, we get a Lurrus and a Basri's Acolyte. Well, how good is Lurrus here? It's probably really expensive, right? I've also never played with it, and it seems like it could be super good in this deck. It's so great with Mire's Grasp. I think I just have to take it. Yeah. Sorry, Basri's Acolyte. Have to go for this Lurrus. Like, this card is arguably one of the best cards ever printed, like pre-errata. I'm never companioning it, but I'm excited to try this thing out. I mean, it has to be just like a ton of tickets, right? No results found. Uh-oh, that doesn't bode well. Oh, okay. It's actually not too expensive, which is a pretty big surprise. Bosri's Acolyte would be very strong. I've been happy with the Longboat in Chaos before too, but I can't pass up this Lurrus, right? And suddenly this is a pack with 0 red cards, and I'm feeling pretty vindicated. Then we get this first pack back around. There's still a light up the stage, which makes me kind of sick. I could try to splash one of these cards, but I mean, my fixing is just not there. So I'll take this Shepherd. I could take the Ratchet Bomb too, but I think I'm in pretty rough shape if I'm playing Ratchet Bomb. That said, I'm in kind of rough shape if I'm playing Shepherd, but whatever. Like tons of really stacked red packs, and then suddenly a Lurrus, and now back to the red packs, which are gonna wheel. That's gonna be kind of awkward. Well, I guess we get a 3-mana 4/2 here. And this is if I gain to life, which I actually can do in this deck. Like I have Vault Scourge, I have Healer's Hawk, probably, oh yeah, the Knight Lurrus even. So yeah, I can actually gain life here like reasonably often. It's like not a bad card in my deck. Might be better than some of the stuff. It is graveyard to hand though, and it does enter tapped. So there's a bit of clunkiness. Okay. Got this 2-drop back around, which is nice. The red-white fixing is unfortunate because, you know, this deck is not going to have any fixing, but I think basically like the Boros deck would have been a little more, well, actually a lot more consistent, right? Because there were more red cards, and I would have gotten at least 2 lands for the deck. But the Orzhov deck, I feel like the cards have a much higher ceiling. Okay, so we'll just draft a green card here. People will get their red cards. And I think this deck is fine. Marshall's Anthem getting back Lurrus could be hilarious. Oh man, this is a very powerful card to go so late. These other ones, not so much. I mean, the Lava Serpent is solid, but Sphinx is quite nice in the right deck. All right, so we're black-white Lurrus. And we did get an Ornery Goblin back. I think we'll take that over the Cobra and the Firebrand Archer, which is not a card we would play even if we were in Boros. So yeah, I mean, the red cards were pretty mediocre. The only things we really passed, we passed the red-white removal, and we passed the Cathartic Pyre or whatever. So basically we passed 2 red removals, but we picked a bunch of black removal instead, like Violet Paw, Mortify, Mire's Grasp. So I think this is all like pretty reasonable stuff. I don't think my deck is like a 10 out of 10. I think my seat was actually super confusing, but I think that this will be fine, probably. So let's quickly build this deck. Try not to play cards like Iron Bully. Let's just put all the good cards in, and then we'll figure out the rest in a minute. This is colorless, so that's going to be easy to cast. The black cards are going to be tricky, so they'll go over here. Iron Bully is just bad. We'll sort by mana value here. I think we have to play Mortify, we have to play Opportunist, we have to play Devotee, we have to play Mire's Grasp. We probably should play some of the other ones. Violet Paw, the Cairn Wanderer, maybe the Brackish. We could just play all the black cards, I guess. What are the medium cards here? The Fresh-Faced. How does this work? This doesn't have First Strike, which means this doesn't have First Strike either. So a little bit against that. Sidar Jabari is fine. Maybe the Trudge isn't good enough. Kami is not good enough. Sucks that I'm cutting these cheap cards, though. I feel like they are important for what I'm trying to do. It's also really nice to have Kami with the Lurrus. Feels like that's kind of a nice combo. All right, let's see what else here, though. I guess I cut Sidar Jabari. Maybe I cut this Cairn. Well, I could cut Oh, I already did cut the Shepherd. Okay. Could cut the Violet Pall. Yeah, actually, maybe this card is not good enough in the main. It seems like maybe Sidar Jabari is, or at least it's close. I do think I probably want 16 lands here if I can get away with that. These cards are all fine. These cards are all fine. So are these. Yeah, I guess this is okay. The Violet Pall is fine, but it's a little bit too bad on rate. Is the Karen Wanderer good in my deck? It's really good with the Flying Lifelinkers, right? Yeah, it's just like insane with Healer's Hawk and Vault Scourge. Okay, so that has to be good enough. Because those should die. All right, Plains. So how many swamps do we want in this deck? I think we need to go like 9-7 or something. Feels not very safe. Yeah, I really don't know about this mana base, but I'm not really sure how much I can do differently here. Move one to the sideboard, add a few more to the sideboard here. I guess this is going to be good enough. I don't really know. Okay, this hand is pretty reasonable. I can make a token with the Usher even if I whiff on lands. But let's hopefully get to a point here. Party one, really? Oh, okay, Skyjack, that's nice. Uh-oh. I'm worried now. Because the Magic Online lag, I clicked twice. I should be in the attack step already. Okay. I guess I just didn't register one of the clicks, but that easily could have cost me a couple damage. Oh, you're in game 3? All right, well, good luck. Oh, Watcher of Tomorrow. Well, that's a very good one, but it doesn't block. Let's just draw a land here. Any land, but specifically plains. Swamp. Okay. Zombies I control, huh? Well, this thing still has a pretty good attack here. Actually, no, let's get this Devotee online. We do have a really nice aggressive draw here. Hitting that land for turn 3 was a pretty big deal. If I draw another land, well, we'll see what happens here. Ponder. Okay, that's a strong one, but not adding to the board might be really costly for Wombat here. Like, let's say I find a land. One of my options here is I can go attack all. If the Watcher blocks, the Usher can like make a token and then make a zombie from the... Ooh, there's also just a Lurrus here, huh? Yeah, I think we do probably want to make a zombie though. This is return a creature. Yeah, I can't return a permanent to hit my land drop again at some point. But we get in and attack with not everything. This is actually pretty horrible for me. What do I do now? Probably just want to Loyal Gryff. Yeah, I think I do just want a Loyal Gryff here, actually. So this needs to resolve. If I attack, that seems pretty bad. So yeah, I think I just have to pass Loyal Gryff here, end of their turn. If I find a land, and if they trade for the Usher, then maybe I can go Lurrus, replay Usher, which would be really nice. Like, that's kind of what I'm hoping for here. I do need land drops or I will die, though. Okay, 3 mana main phase. No. Definitely trying to trade this off. If I can trade this off, it's so good with the Lurrus. Liliana's Spectre. Okay. Well, no combos there with the Lurrus, but Day Squad Marshal, while it is good, is not looking very necessary for me here. So get rid of that one for now. We'll do this. We're definitely behind here, but if we find a land, we could be in okay shape. No. Gutter Bones. That's not very good for me. Just let you cast one permanent spell. So no, it doesn't let you do anything with lands. Guess I just kind of need the attack all here anyway. If the Lurrus doesn't die, maybe I'm in reasonable shape. I think I'm pretty far behind here, though. This trade's here. Yeah. I think without land drops, there's really nothing I could do here. Assuming I'm just like dead, of course. Which I think I probably am. I guess I'll just play this Devotee out again. It's like very awkward to trade off and then play Devotee without mana to get a zombie, but yeah, obviously no. But the good news is I can make a zombie next turn maybe, and then use the Gutter Bones. Necromancer, that's quite good. So that gets back Spectre. That's pretty sick, probably. Okay, the Gutter Bones, though, can come back anyway. Okay. Really need a block here. Okay. I mean, still down to 9 life over there. Like, we're definitely putting up a fight considering the fact that missing these lands has been very... Okay, well now, I mean, Crystal Shard is just backbreaking when you're missing land drops, so I think we're just dead. Should just hit the Griff, because I have no good attacks on the ground. But if I can find a land, I can still replay the 2-1. Doesn't really do that much, but maybe that'll be enough somehow. Obviously, it can't block. Yeah, no. Land, please? Okay, Capsule. Can't kill the Lurrus. I just can't cast my spells here, though. Yeah, I don't think I can win this one. I think this is just impossible. I needed a land there. I can't cast Piana. I can't cast Forbidding Spirit. If I could cast either of them, they'd just die anyway. So basically, I just take my turn off here. Like, my entire turn is undone by Crystal Shard, which feels pretty bad. I guess maybe my play could have been attack with both, and then I return Gutter Bones, and then I can actually play around a Crystal Shard bounce. Maybe that was just smarter. But I think this is reasonable. I don't think this is going to work. I think one way or another, this is not going to happen. I think this is just probably getting sharded. If it gets capsuled, oh, well then I draw a card. So I'm actually super happy about that. No, I draw Mortify, which is still not a land. I don't know about any counter spells. I don't know if I should be playing around any. Okay, and Gravecrawler. I mean, that's pretty darn good, right? But well, I still can't draw a land. Okay, well. Maybe I need to blow up this Gravecrawler, which I can do now while they're tapped out. This draws me a card, and then if I find a land, it's a swamp. This is very strange. At least I can pay for the Crystal Shard, though. Obviously, I can't pay for that. I might not be dead, but I think I probably am, because the Young Necromancer... In fact, actually, I probably punted. I probably needed to kill that because Crystal Shard, Young Necromancer is probably just backbreaking for me. Taking 1 damage doesn't matter, but... In fact, I think this was probably a misplay, unless their last card is a land. I think... Oh, they do have a land, so they can do the Necromancer, get back the... Yeah. Yep. So now they should probably sack Gingerbrute. The thing is, though, if they do sack something, I draw a card. So we'll see what their play is with the Gravecrawler, right? Okay, they get back the Spectre. Probably makes sense. Get rid of this Hyena Umbro, which looks, frankly, awful. Okay, there's a Healer's Hawk. I think it's time to go Lurrus, get the 2/1 back. The Usher. And of course, we are in trouble to Crystal Shard here, but we might be able to rebuild. Not too worried about taking this damage. We do have Lifelinkers in play. Probably can't trade off Lurrus ever, even though... Oh, they're doing that. Okay, but we have a Healer's Hawk, so... Yeah, I actually don't think that's that good. Okay, well, now what? We still can't cast Piana or Forbidding Spirit, which is, like, kind of comical, but we can attack with the Usher. Something's going to happen. And then we get to play the Daring Skyjack or the Healer's Hawk. So let's attack with the Usher, see what happens here. I think we might be okay. Because it's just so bad to block this. Because now I get a zombie. Yeah, and I draw a card. Obviously, this is not looking great here, but I think I need the Healer's Hawk back. Play the Swamp. And even though I flooded out pretty hard, my engine here is unbelievable. Like, look at this. Drawing cards, recasting my cards for free, making zombies. When the zombies die, I draw cards. I'm not recasting the zombies, but this deck is looking very nice. Yeah, I am going to take my 1. That's for sure. I actually don't know if I can lose. Like, I think there needs to be a removal on Lurrus, or I think I basically win. Yep, okay, that's fine. Now we're going to discard the Forbidding Spirit because that one doesn't really do anything here. Just, like, doesn't matter. Like, the Lurrus, this needs to be answered. I hope they can't do it. If they can't answer, if they kill the Lurrus, then I draw a card. Okay. I guess that's annoying. It's not horrible for me. The Trudge, huh? Well, we're going to attack with a zombie token, of course. They kind of have to take this. Yep. So I guess I do this. I could get Usher back, but I think I need this one. And then I guess I want Gutterbones back to my hand. Yep. Yep. I mean, the thing is here we can gain life if we need to. Lurrus is just, it's pretty dumb. I didn't even like build my deck around it really. I just kind of like lucked into a deck where it works. Okay, take my 3. And remember, I can gain life with the Lurrus if I need to, unless they have the shard up to bounce a blocker. But I probably have other ways that I can survive here if I need to. Okay, this is fine. I don't think I care about this Trudge very much. And it returns for the same, well, no, it should be the Gutterbones here though, because I can just like replay that one. Okay, wow. That's a pretty big game. So I can like Hyena Umbra the Lurrus. Is that just insane? Or is that like really, really good? I Hyena Umbra the Lurrus, I attack with a bunch of stuff. They can't really kill it, right? Gains me a bunch of life. I think it might be good. The question is, what do they have in their hand here? They do have a couple cards. But then this gains flying. Okay, I think I'm going to try it. Okay, that resolved really quickly. That's a good sign. Okay. Gonna draw a card. Yep. And now if we play the Trudge, then we can't. Yeah, I mean, I think we just need to just make a zombie here. Okay. We're hitting some land drops. We're getting there, kind of. I don't know if I can keep attacking with the Lurrus. That might be the only time I can do that. Oh, whoops. No. Oh, wait, no, I did mess up there. That was bad. Those Gutterbones should be in my hand right now. Oops. But hopefully not a huge deal. Okay. I do think we're pretty stable here. At least we seem to be. They can like block there and return that to their hand. It's pretty good. Let's get this Plains into play. Probably cast a Kythian's Irregulars this turn. Now what? So we just like, I don't really know what they can have. I'm just gonna send these two. Okay, so they are going to bounce this, probably. They're going to sack this, which draws me a card and lets me make a 2/2. So it's a pretty good deal for me. bounce that. They get to get something back, but I mean, I'm not worried about a Wrath here, so I think I'm very safe. And this time, I can still cast something. Guess I'll cast the Skyjack again. Okay. So yeah, basically there should be a Gutterbone. Oh, whoops, I messed up here by not making a dude. That's better than... I mean, this is a flyer, but I think I misplayed here a little bit. It is a really bonkers engine, though. Like, I don't... Yeah. Okay. All right, well, Lurrus, I guess. Okay, so Violet Paul's looking pretty bad here. Shepherd of Heroes looking pretty slow. Kami of Ancient Law can't blow up artifacts. So I guess... I mean, I could add an extra land, but I think I should just run this back. Well, the black cards are good, folks. Feeling better about passing all the red cards. All right, this hand, again, we're playing like 7 swamps and we're just like drawing way more swamps than plains every time. Okay, Knight of Cliffhaven, huh? But this is a pretty good start here for me. So now we have... Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna try to avoid giving them free cards though, if possible. If they don't play something I need to mortify, then I will be playing a knight here. Oh, okay. Well, I think I still... What? Oh, this is a Yuriko. Okay. You come to a river. Okay. Well, let's just spend my mana efficiently here. Actually, no, let's just kill this dang thing. Get this out of here. None of that. Please. I do miss out on some opportunist value there, but I think that's fine. That thing is very scary, and they had another bounce spell for it, so. Now, so this could be Ether Thief. Let's just cast a couple spells. I think it's just the Ether Thief. Yep. Oh, there's the Crystal Shard. Okay. That is definitely annoying. But it's actually not horrible for me here. So now I go Day Squad Marshal. Basically, it just like taxes my mana a little bit. Cadaver Imp, get back Yuriko. That's very strong. In fact, that's it's almost just unbeatable for me. That's actually, I don't know if I can disrupt that. Wow. Okay, well. Now I have to leave up 2 mana. Yeah, that's definitely fair. Okay, so this blocks the Day Squad, but we get in for 4 here. They need 3 blocks to draw a card. And drawing a card is like the least of my worries here. I'm just getting Yuriko'd pretty miserably. I have to hope that takes up a lot of their mana. I can do this and activate, but that doesn't work. So I actually have to do this, because the opportunist isn't really doing anything here. So they should, yeah, you should never do that. When you have the crystal shard, you should always tax your opponent one, because you don't know what they have. And yes, it's a little bit tedious, but like what if I just have another Mortify here? Yeah. Yep. Spectral Sailor, that's a pretty good one. They definitely have a lot of card advantage. I also think I might be okay here. Oops, let's tap a little bit differently. Let's do this. I just don't know how they can beat all this stuff. I know they have a Spectral Sailor over there, but they didn't recast their Gravedigger. I guess they can have a bounce spell here. They do have a lot of bounce spells in their deck. Okay, but letting me attack with everything. This is going to gain flying again. Probably going to poop out a 1/1 with the Usher. Yep. And then they need something here for this to really... Okay. Okay. That's acceptable. Oh, and they tapped out a blue. So now I can actually... Hey, Tube Life, good to see you. Yeah, so now that they tapped out a blue, I can actually go for this. We're actually pretty safe here. We know they have a bounce spell in hand. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think they're a little rattled. Like, the Opportunist is just such a beating of a card. Also, they're... Okay. Oh, I guess that is the other mode on that one, huh? I do have Lifelinker. Not a very large one, but hopefully large enough. Watcher for tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, okay. Wicked Guardian. Ooh, draw a card. That's pretty good. Pretty good for sure. And maybe fire up the Knight here with flying. My 1/1 soldier does not really want to attack on the ground anymore. I still know they have a Spectral Sailor, right? And the Watcher for tomorrow. You come to a river is gone. My deck is very strong. I don't know if you've seen it, but basically... Okay, what is this? On the Skyjack. Okay, that's... I think that's fine. Maybe it's actually not fine, but... Okay, because now I get to attack with this, 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 and this. Just showed up? Okay. Yeah, so I'm like almost mono white, but I wasn't getting enough playables in pack 3, and I have Aluris. I don't know how many times I have to... Let's start with just one. Okay. And then... Yeah, still can't attack with the 1Xs that are on the ground, but I can do this. Get to boast here too. The Wicked Guardian probably has to trade for something here, and then that means I draw a card from the Opportunist. Yeah. I do give them a card here, but I also kind of have to, I think. Also, my card is probably more impactful. So let's... Nice. Okay, Scale Guard, which is good, but we don't really want to run that into the Crystal Shard. So let's... I think we just want to do this. Play land. We can't fire this up into the Crystal Shard either. We do have blockers for Yuriko. Okay, they draw a card. We can Scale Guard onto the Vault Scourge, which is obviously very good. I'll show you my deck here too. Oh wait, do I not have a screenshot? Just like open it up from here. Take one right now. So I'm playing 16 lands, which I probably shouldn't be, but my curve is also like most of my curve is a lot of 1s and 2s, but my mana is horrible. I got 0 duels. There were 2 red-white duels going around the draft. Okay, Panharmonicon. Oh, with the Cadaver Imp? Sorry. Okay. So that doesn't actually do anything though, right? Because there's only one creature here anyway. So it's just a Panharmonicon. Which is still good, I guess, but... Though I will say, in my defense, I missed like 10 land drops last game and I still won. Okay. So I think I want to Scale Guard the Vault Scourge. I can tap the Yuriko. Then what do I attack with? I attack with the Knight. I attack with... I guess I can attack with everything if I do that, which is pretty nice. Once again, I have to worry about maybe holding up holding up 2 mana for the Shard. They can do the Yuriko thing again. But I get a pretty huge attack in here. Like even the Opportunist gets to chip in. We'll see if they use the Shard, because if they do use the Shard, then that means that oh, they okay, play the Spectral Sailor. That doesn't change anything though. I mean, basically what that changes is now I don't have to worry about the Shard. So I can like make a 1/1 here, for example. Yeah. Yeah, and I get to draw a card here too. Pretty sick. Okay, I think I just want to do this. Yeah, draw a card, swamp. So now I can actually play the Hawk because I still have 1 mana up. All right, nice. I think we're in the lead. Just like so much board presence, and I don't think I need to worry about a sweeper here, so I'm probably just set. Okay, there's Ginger Brute, which can gain some life for sure. It is really funny that the haste also allows you to like sack it at any time. Just makes it a little more food-like that way, which is a nice touch. What is the bracket? Has the bracket been updated? Pairings report. Okay, so they draw me another card, but they do gain life. Oh, I draw Mire's Grasp. That's pretty good. Oh, and they tap out for Gravecaller. Okay. Probably sacking Ether Thief. Yeah. Okay. My flyers are still going to be good here, though. Oh, and that's a neat trick with the Panharmonicon. Okay, but do I have them dead somehow? Probably not. This is 9 mana. Oh wait, but I have 9 mana. And then I have 4. Yeah, so I do have them dead, right? I'll just double check here. It's 3 mana, and then once I get to 4, then yeah, so. All right, let's just level it up. Take to the skies. All right, okay, chat. So I think this might be good enough, even though, I mean, 2 black cards in hand. All right, well, we're gonna keep it 2-drop into hopefully trading it off and then playing Lurrus and buying it back. If we find a swamp, then we're kind of in business. Oh, they're playing white. Okay, maybe not a huge surprise from their name, but okay. 3 mana, 3/2 lifelink might be pretty good here. Okay, I mean, I am gonna try to trade, of course. Doesn't go super well for me if they don't trade, but they probably need to. No, they don't, though. Okay, well, fortunately, Kythian's Irregulars with quad white is still pretty good. Opponent scoops to Lurrus. That'd be nice. Oh, the Dauntless Bodyguard. Okay, well, you can just never trade for my 3/1, though. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, they just take it. I mean, this is currently excellent for me. I'm not missing lands, but yeah, they didn't have a counter, so that's a pretty big game. Like, they need to exile this or something, because this ability is just kind of bonkers. Oh, they have a Wrath? Oh, I'm getting Wrathed here. Wow. Well, I guess I need to Marshal's Anthem Lurrus, which I'm not super far away from, but I'm not very close to either. Well, I guess I needed to worry about a Wrath. I'm going to try to trade off this Loyal Gryph. Yeah. It's pretty bad for me. But we're not just dead, which is the important part. And the Kythian's Irregulars could actually be better here. If they have a non-creature spell first, then I'm kind of in trouble. And they do. Yeah, we are in trouble, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, just killing the Lurrus and the Kythian's Irregulars is like pretty horrible for me. Keeping the Seeker alive too. Okay, let's see what happens when we cast this. Let's just like draw land, please. Land? Land? Okay. Man, I would feel kind of insane. Well, okay, let's try to figure this out. If they have a Faith's Fetters, which is a card I passed, then taking the Irregulars is a lot worse. I think I just need to take this Lurrus. I think it's too good. I mean, the Irregulars is also great. I don't think I'm supposed to try to eat this. This is now a 4/3. It's kind of big. Maybe that was just a huge mistake, and I'm just supposed to take the Irregulars there. But I just don't really know what they do about this. Okay, they evoked Nevermaker. I think I'm fine with that. That doesn't actually change anything, right? I still cast my Skyjack here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about this currently. And now, of course, I'm trying to trade off my Skyjack. Could be losing this game, I don't really know. Okay. That's not too bad for me, not yet. If the black mana can kill Lurrus, then I'm dead. But I'm not playing around that. Okay. Okay. I'm actually just going to attack with the Lurrus here. I don't care if they have a combat... I mean, I don't think they have a combat trick. Okay. They're down to 7. And the funny thing is, like, we know that Lurrus is good here, right? But we actually don't know whether... That's an interesting play. I guess that's fine. Yeah, no. It did not seem great for them. So now they have a 4/4. It's annoying, but it still trades for the Skyjack. They have lifelink. If we have a way to get rid of their lifelink, then we can win. Or if we bounce our Lurrus somehow. It's also pretty good though. Okay, let's just attack for 3. Yeah, I mean, they're basically dead here, right? Yeah, okay, nice. Lurrus is pretty good, guys. Attack with a 4/2 as well. I was thinking, like, I wanted to be able to trade for the lifelinker, but I think you're right. I think I should have attacked with that. It's probably not very close either. But yeah, I mean, that felt pretty good. So they're playing Esper. I don't like Violet Paul versus that. Did they have any annoying enchantments? I don't think so, right? So I think I'm just running this back. But yeah, no, I think attacking with the 4/2 goes quite a bit better for me. I've had some very, very strange draws in terms of lands, but I can't really complain because, well, 1, I mean, so far it's working out well, but 2, the 6th land just in time for the Marshal's Anthem was really what I needed, and we got there, so. We got there. It's also nice that none of my black cards are double black. I'm not counting Lurrus, obviously, as a double black card, because Lurrus is a card I can cast with any 3 lands. I just want to, I mean, I would love to trophy, but if I can't trophy this one, I would also be happy if I could Lurrus Mire's Grasp somebody. Just like Mire's Grasp you again, basically. Seems like they could almost be from the same set. I would also be happy if I got a Cairn Wanderer with a Healer's Hawk or a Vault Scourge in my graveyard. Like 5 mana 4/4 flying lifelink would be kind of sick. I don't know if I have any other abilities here. It's mostly flying, right? I guess I have First Strike there. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, well, hopefully we'll have... Oh, isn't it bugged? I hope not. Okay, opponent's on 41. And we are on 5 lands to removal on the draw. It's going to be a keep for me. I think you are almost certainly right. It's hard to misremember a bug, I think. And land off the top. Not the way we wanted it, but If we draw the Lurrus, but that's always the rule with this deck, right? If we draw the Lurrus. They have a good one, I'll kill it. That's reasonable. It's gonna deal me a bit of damage. Yeah, I actually think I need to. Trades with like anything in my deck, which is not ideal, but just like floating out here pretty massively. Oh, Soul Herder, that has to die. I guess I just do that now. Yeah, I don't know. Drawing 3 lands in a row or whatever is feeling pretty bad here, but maybe I'll draw running spells. Okay, no. I boarded out all my spells, chat. Also, I definitely should have played Plains there. That was pretty bad. I have a card that cares about white mana in my deck. Double white in particular, so. Probably can't win after drawing so many lands in a row. Solemn Recruit, that card's pretty good. It's gonna beat, oh my god, are you serious? This never happens to me. I don't know. I don't know why I put 40 lands in. I just wanted to be on the play, guys. That's what happened. Seriously, this is like unreal. Now they have like a Dinrova horror or something. Oh, okay, Felidar Sovereign. Well, I can't. Are you kidding me? I'm just dead. Oh man. Okay, well, the good news here is we get to see what's in their deck. Bad news is we drew 5 lands in a row. We only have 6 lands left in the deck. Six lands out of 27. Oh my god. Oh. Ouch. Well, at this point, I just hope they show me like literally anything. Just show me a card that I can think about. Wait, oh, this is 4. I don't know why I thought I was going to 2 there. Obviously, that's not how math works. Okay, well, that was pretty painful. Maybe we board this in. Could born out the Cairn Wanderer. Seems, I don't know. Let's take out this Hyena Umbra. And try it again. Yikes, chat. Holy flood. That was 11 lands. That almost never happens to me. I did keep a land heavy hand, but seriously. Okay, well this is slow, but if we find like a 1 or 2 drop off the top, then we're kicking. Okay, chat, not like this, please. Let's just find a spell this time. Oh, there's a 1 drop. Okay, it's pretty good against me, I think. Okay, there's a Gutter Bones. Attack for 1. Nice. See what they have post-combat here. Nothing. Okay, we like that. Actually, we're in really good shape now. Yeah. Now we just have this sick curve out. If we hit 2 more lands in a row, we'll be like ecstatic, and we have very few spells that aren't castable if we don't. I don't know what they could have here. I'm not too concerned. If they kill Lurrus, they kill Lurrus. You can just buy it back somehow. Okay. So now I just hope that they don't have a counter for this. It looks like they don't. So the soldier, if we find a swamp, then we actually might want to chump attack the soldier here. I said Floodhound was good against me. Oh wait, oh, they could have Supreme Verdict. They could easily have Supreme Verdict, chat. Okay. Okay. Well, now what? think I just attack with this Day Squad Marshal. See how they block here? Not at all. Okay. I think I have to keep extending into this, especially because they just cast the Nevermaker. Feels pretty bad, but it's not the end of the world for us. Like, we can still just rip a couple lands in a row. They need to show me the Verdict. Okay, attacking with just that presumably means there's no Verdict, because if there's Verdict... Well, I guess maybe you don't attack with both, because I could just Lurrus on the Floodhound. Does this have to target their clue? Yeah, they actually have to kill their clue here. Okay. That's decently annoying versus me, for sure. Swamp. Okay. Well, we'll try to get going with this. So now I skip my combat phase, or at least I'm supposed to. Start by just killing this. Yeah, we did skip our combat phase, so that actually worked correctly. Missing swamps here is horrible. Because if we had a swamp, we could Myers Grasp more stuff, or we could make a dude. Felidar. Okay, well, fortunately we have the Mortify for that. See how they attack here. Keep attacking like that. Okay, we're actually in pretty good shape now. Unless they can buy back the Felidar. But this obviously needs to die. Let me just have... I think we probably don't attack with the soldier just yet, but maybe soon. Okay, opponent takes it, and they die. Interesting. I guess the soldier was supposed to attack. Okay. All right, easy keep. We'll find that swamp eventually. My Cheese Monogreen stomped me. Oh no. Well, if the cube creator is in the loser's bracket, then that means that you're not having the worst time, probably. Usher, yes, let's go. Usher, Lurrus. Let's just find a swamp, please, guys. 7 swamps in the deck. Don't kill it, don't kill it. Don't kill it. Okay, it died. Swamp? Not a swamp. Alright, well, not having a play on turn 2 is pretty brutal here. Even if my play is just make a 1/1, that's a pretty big game. Okay, that's a pretty good card. Yeah, we are in trouble here. We need the land pretty badly. The Trudge is not going to cut it. We have to cast this so they don't have removal. Tax is a 3/3. We probably shouldn't be trading with this Gearcrafter. Like, seriously, maybe just Lurrus is a, you know, Gravedigger is good enough here. Okay, well. Please just spend a removal on this Piana. Because now I actually think I have to cast the Lurrus. It's like a super bad Lurrus that's going to get killed because they have 4 mana open. Yeah, bye-bye Lurrus. I guess I didn't need to cast Lurrus, but I kind of think I did. Pyrite, well, that can kill the Piana. Yep. Draw land? No. Okay, well, not very good at drawing lands, I guess, unless we draw 11 of them. This one we do have to trade for the Gearcrafter, I think. Just taking too much damage. They have 1 card in hand. We might actually be fine here. Okay, Feldon. Okay, we're not fine here. I guess I can take this Hyena Umbra out and just like play another land. What can they do here with Feldon? Oh, they can make another Gearcrafter, which... Oh, really? Oh, that's unfortunate. Too much egg roll. Sorry about that. Didn't they want to do this? I'm confused. Okay, well, this is decent. It's not good. I'm still, like, yeah, I just should be playing another land in this deck. This Hyena Umbra is just garbage, especially against this opponent. The good news is they can't attack very easily here. But they can just keep... Can they actually get back the... No, it's just target creature. Okay, so they just attacked me for one, so they're going to probably proc another Thopter here. Land. Okay. I could Hyena Umbra. Kind of think I need to do that here, though. Let's just attack for 3 and see what happens. Okay, I think they were probably supposed to just block and try to trade for my dude, because this way now I get to make a lifelinker and whatever. But, I mean, I just can't do much here without land drops. If I find the swamp, I probably just have to mortify the Feldon right away. Death Pulse. That's pretty horrible for me. Yeah, it's actually like... Do I just die? No, I go to 4. Okay. Okay, there's the swamp, but I still can't win now, right? I kill the Feldon, and then I lose. I don't think I have any live draws here, unfortunately. Just like die to a gust of wind here. Okay, so just a ton of that crap. Yeah, obviously I'm not winning this one. Okay, but I do think we can beat their deck. Their deck is really good. But let's get this stupid Hyena Umbra out of here, and let's just try another swamp. I think we had a lot of chances to win that, but we just whiffed on the land forever. Yeah, their deck is very good though. Lots of instant speed removal and... Okay, I mean, this is reasonable. I don't actually know what I'm supposed to do on turn 2. I guess we'll figure it out. Soapboxing Nimrus. Okay. I think I have to put the Skyjack into play here. It's just too much damage. Let's hope we find a Plains. Yeah. This isn't... Okay. Well, we can Mire's Grasp that. Which we will. Alternatively, maybe I was just supposed to play the Gustwalker there. Yeah, maybe that was just better. I mean, this is a lot of damage. Unclear. Still want the Plains. If we find the Plains, then we have Gustwalker plus the Boast. Oh, that's horrible for me. Wow. Okay, well now we're losing by a lot. Yeah. Well, time to find out if the Wanderer is bugged, I guess. That was among my better draws too, I think. Okay, well, we'll just go for a regular attack here. Okay, I think I'm happy about that. Because they have a lot of tokens, they can pretty easily do something messed up over there. Let's just draw Lurrus. Lurrus recast Usher. If they can't answer it, I probably win. Well, that's horrible for me. And it's a 5/4 or whatever. Yeah. I think I'm losing this one, folks. I don't think I can beat this Nightfire Giant. This card's pretty dumb, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but their deck is just so good. What is this? This is a black-red one. Okay. I don't actually know how this works, but I guess we're about to find out. It's probably not in the graveyard. Wait. I can return this to my hand though, right? That's the idea. I probably just want to recast this. Well, no, then they can just kill it with the giant. No, let's just leave it in there. That's fine. Let's go for this Cairn Wanderer, see if this works. Alright, please don't kill my Cairn Wanderer, because if you don't, it will basically kill you. Wait, they're pretty close to being able to double ping this, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I guess they're really not. Okay, it looks like it might be working. Please don't kill it. I know it's dying here, but I don't want it to. Maybe they just shoot this. Oh, they have a Volt Charge. Okay. I mean, this is bad, but I get the Trudge back now. Okay. We're not super dead, chat. We're just like pretty dead. If they have a land, we might, well, actually no. This is 5 to activate, right? Yeah. So the land doesn't really do it here for them. Okay, so they do have a land. So they just have a shoot on either this or the Trudge. I think they're going to kill this and then just try to trade with the Trudge. No, I was wrong. Okay. We do have outs here. I don't know how I'm supposed to play this. Start with this. And then I can replay the Trudge, force them to deal with it again. Or I can return it to my hand and then Loyal Gryph. What does Loyal Gryph do for me here? It just protects my Vault Scourge. That seems not good enough. Let's just replay the Trudge. Okay, well, they just hit some lands, which, I mean, they are going to be able to double activate the Nightfire Giant, so that's still annoying for me, for sure. think now I have to do this. I think I'm losing here. I mean, maybe I'm not, but wow. Okay, well, that was a good draw. All right, chat. Top deck master. Going to game 3. Yep. Oh, Deemworthy. Okay. Not going to game 3 just yet, but we do get to return a Trudge. All right. I think now it's game over. All right. The decider. Chat, this is it. This is the marbles. Okay, let's think about this. This doesn't kill their stuff. This might be good. This might be really good, actually. Blowing up enchantments doesn't seem like the plan, but I think Angelic Page is too weak. So we'll try the Shepherd over the Page, and I think the rest should be good. We've never drawn this, never cast it. All right, fingers crossed. Let's go here. That was a very good draw, and they still almost were able to stabilize. Like, they weren't super far away, so. Okay, this is a great hand, chat. A great hand. Let's play this one well. Opponent's mulliganing on the play. We have turn 1 Usher, turn 2 Knight of Meadowgrain, turn 3 Liliana's Devotee. We can also go turn 2. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I'm making a token here. I think I just have to do this. The life gain is so good against them. I want to deploy my cards. Yeah. Okay. Opportunist in play. Holy hand, chat. We basically are there. They have to kill the Opportunist now, or we start drawing cards when stuff dies. If they play a creature, we get to Mire's Grasp, draw a card, make a token off the Usher. Okay, chat. We're doing what I just said. Holy hand. Holy hand. Yeah. All right. And now we can just Marshal's Anthem. Sky Scanner. Yeah. We just Anthem here. We could also Devotee, but I think this has to be correct. All right. You know, the funny thing is their deck could have actually been better than ours, but we did have the Lurrus, which makes our deck very strong, and we did have the the insane black cards too. That was really fun. I enjoyed that quite a bit.